What if I told you that you are sitting on the gold mine of solar sales and you don't even know it? Giving up on old solar leads is probably one of the biggest mistakes you can make as a solar consultant or a solar company. All right, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Nazir. I've been in the solar space for the past 5 years now, and I spend majority of my time in marketing and building systems that help my sales reps to get leads and appointments on a consistent basis. And in this video, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we've been able to convert more old leads into appointments and why you should do the same and why you should never sleep on old leads. All right. So there's always this thing among solar consultants, and I've noticed this about our appointment setters and some of our sales rep in the past. When we give them leads, right, because we generate our leads from Facebook ads, when we give them leads, they just want to call the leads for like 2 or 3 days, and if the leads don't respond or whatever, they just ignore the leads, right? Or maybe they call the leads and the leads have bad credit or something like that. They just ignore the leads and that's it, right? So one time I was actually going through our CRM, and I saw that we have a lot of leads in the database that didn't convert, but we didn't really know what was wrong with the lead. But it was a lot of leads, right? Because our sales rep just didn't bother about the leads; they were focused on getting new leads, right? And from that, I decided to, do something different, right? Like, okay, we have all these leads. We don't know what's wrong with them. We paid money to get these leads. So, I mean, of course, we've made our profits from it, but we still need to see what's wrong with the leads. We need to, see if we can squeeze something out of it, right? So what I decided to do was to start doing something called database reactivation campaign, right? I brought in, a few appointment setters to call the leads manually. We didn't even use AI to do all of this. I made it manually so I can get real feedback to see exactly what's wrong with the leads and what we're gonna be doing moving forward with the leads that didn't respond or whatever, like old leads basically. And after going through some of these calls, right, some of the most common questions that we get from the leads was that, yeah, I was in a bad position last time. I wasn't interested in solar, but now I want to see how it works, and something along that line, right? And one of the most common one was that, yeah, I was having a bad credit. My credit didn't qualify for me to go solar, but now I'm in a good spot, which is like, okay, it's been like 6, 8, 9 months, of the leads coming in. And from the start, they didn't have a good credit for them to qualify for going solar, but now they have a good credit, right? And that was when I had an epiphany, like, okay, we have old leads, the leads are sitting there, nothing is, being done about the leads, and now we're calling the leads, and the leads said, yeah, this is why I didn't go solar the first time, but I'm open to, learning more about it now, right? Some of them weren't interested. Some of them were on vacation when, the sales rep called, and instead of following up, they decide to ditch the leads because they have new leads coming in every day, right? That's also a key lesson there for those of you guys that have sales rep. You always want to check in with them to make sure they don't burn your money and all that crazy stuff, right? So we went through the leads, get some of these leads to convert into appointments, and we were able to close some of these leads, which was, more like it's like a free money to me, right? Because these are leads that we've given up on, right? So we went through the leads, called the leads, set appointments. We were able to get a few deals from the leads. So the moral of what I'm trying to explain for you guys is that if you have old leads, if you have leads what 2, 3, 4 months, you can run something called the database reactivation. You can it's like a text message and email that you just send out to, ask them if they are still interested or if they are still open to learning more about how they can reduce their energy bill. That's exactly what we do. We've been doing this for, a long time now. We just send them a message. This is what's going on. Do you want to learn more about how you can reduce your energy bill? Reply yes if you are interested, and we're gonna give you a call to see how we're gonna move forward. That's exactly what we do. It's pretty basic, right? We just have a list of leads in the database that did not convert after a few months. Of course, currently we do it like consistently, like every week, every 2 weeks, we do it just to make sure we keep the leads warm. But for those of you guys that have leads from the past and you run ads and you have leads coming in and you just ignore some of those leads, run a database reactivation campaign. And what I'm gonna suggest you do is to run a text reactivation campaign, because from my experience that converts better, right? So just run a database reactivation campaign with SMS and ask the homeowners, are you still interested in lowering, in reducing your energy bill, just like other homeowners in California, in Florida, in Texas, just put in the market and boom, send it out, right? I promise you, you are going to get response from the lead. Some of them are gonna say yes, some of them are gonna say no, some of them are gonna say stop. It doesn't matter. What matters is getting to those that are interested and actually helping them solve the problem of, not having solar, right? So that's pretty much it. If you have old leads, do not sleep on old leads. Old leads are actually worth a lot of money. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comments. If you want to reach out to me directly on social media, you can reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Drop any questions you have, and see you in the next video.